everyone, and welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Sam.
And we are going to have 3 days of fun and excitement and learning English. Let's talk about the fun and the excitement. That's the better stuff. We're going to an amusement park.
Yes, so these 3 dialogues are all about visiting an amusement park.
Great thing to do during the summer holiday.
Super fun. And so we're going to talk a little bit about what amusement parks have you been to?
Well, let's see. Not very many, but I would like to think that my choices have been good. I started off around 5, maybe 6 years old, going to Disney World in Florida. The really big. I kind of started at the top and worked my way down. In Canada, we have a few. They're only open for a few months because it's cold a lot. But Canada's Wonderland near Toronto, La Ronde in Montreal, my home city, the world's biggest wooden roller coaster.
Oh, really?
It's pretty cool. It's maybe worth a special trip. In England, they had a place called Alton Towers, which I kind of remember. And of course, here, I've been to Ida World in Kaohsiung. And of course, our favorite, Mr. Liufu, the land of the Liufu.
That's the one I've been to.
That's the other one. What about you? You're from America, so I think your choices were better than mine in Canada.
Well, I did go to Disney World.
Yeah?
Of course, I've been there a few times.
To Florida or Disneyland?
Florida.
Disney
World.
Right.
I've also been to Disneyland a few different times as well.
How lucky.
My hometown has a really big amusement park pretty close.
Really?
Maybe about 30 minutes away.
What's the name?
It's called Silverwood.
Silverwood.
Yes, and it has a water park and a whole big theme park.
That's great.
Six Flags, all of those kinds of,
Where is Six Flags? I've heard of that many times.
There are Six Flags in lots of places. I've been to the one in Illinois near Chicago.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, lots and lots. I love amusement parks. I love theme rides and all that kind of stuff.
And here in Taiwan or in Asia, have you taken your...
Liufu, the
Okay.
Liufu one.
You have young kids, so I guess in a few years, maybe Tokyo Disneyland or...
That would be fun.
I can see into your future. You will take the kids somewhere like that in a few years when they get bigger. But they'll be having fun at an amusement park. We've had fun at an amusement park, and today, tomorrow, and the following day, our people in the dialogue will be having fun at an amusement park. We promise, even with the English learning stuff. Let's check it out. Penny and Archie get a park map from the Information Center.
This X past the ticket booth and entrance marks our location.
Okay. Do you want to just walk around and have fun as we go along?
Not really. There isn't much of a crowd here yet, so we should hit the roller coasters right away.
All right, we are beginning part A of our 3-day look at having fun at an amusement park. It's good we're spending 3 days talking about this because 1 day at an amusement park can be a long day. There's a lot of stuff to do, so we're going to have 3 days to talk about it. But I see at the beginning, it says Penny and Archie, our 2 characters, get a park map from the Information Center. A very good idea. Get the map, find the map. I'm sure now they'd have one for your phone. This way you know where you are, you know where the cool stuff is. You can kind of organize your schedule so you don't miss out on anything. And it will also show you where the bathrooms are.
Yes.
And later in the day, that will be very important. So let's see how they're kicking off their day at the amusement park with the map to help them get organized.
Yes. So we read, Penny says, this X past the ticket booth and entrance marks our location. So they just got their tickets and they went through the entrance and now they're at this X. They say, I'm right here on the map.
And X marks their location on the map, and X that's the letter X, marks the spot on a pirate's treasure map. When we use mark here as a verb, clearly this is not a boy's name. I'm not saying, hey, Mark, my good friend. No. To mark something, using it as a verb, is basically to put down some kind of writing or some kind of symbol to show something. You're showing something important. You're marking an X instead of your name. You're marking some notes inside a book of important information. You're writing it down. Yes, you're drawing something, could be, or you're just putting an X or a check or a happy face or something, but you're writing it there for a specific reason, to show information or to make things easy to understand in the way that an X on a map shows you that is where you are. It marks your location. All right, so they know where they are. Now they have to figure out where to go, and that is not always easy. Anyways, Archie says, okay, so we know where we are. Then he asks, do you want to just walk around and have fun as we go along? Okay, so he is the spontaneous type of person, the type of person who doesn't want to make a plan or have a schedule. Let's just go and see what we find, and I'm sure we will have a good day. We don't have to plan everything.
Yes, but Penny is not quite like that.
No.
Actually, Penny is more like me.
She's
when
organized.
we have to decide where are we going so we can maximize our time at the park. And so she says, not really. There isn't much of a crowd here yet, so we should hit the roller coasters right away. So this is totally the same way I am when I go to an amusement park, especially if you get there early and you know later there will be a crowd. Then we want to go run and ride all the roller coasters, all the big rides before you have to wait in line for hours and hours.
You want to beat the crowd.
Yes, and so we have this word crowd. Crowd as a noun is just a large group of people. So if you go to an amusement park later in the day, or if you go to maybe a restaurant around lunchtime or dinner time, you might see a crowd of people, a whole bunch of people. Now, a lot of times you'll hear this word as crowded and as the adjective and say, oh, this place is so crowded. There are too many people. I can't move.
People mountain, people sea.
Yes, and so crowd is just the noun form of that.
All those people, that's right. And we often use it instead of maybe a word like audience. An audience will watch a play or a movie. A crowd will watch a street performance or sports or something like that. And we also have this verb hit. Now, a lot of you might know the word hit, like you hit someone with your fists. If you're boxing or if someone hits you on their bicycle or two cars hit each other, that means they strike each other very quickly. But here, we're not talking about that at all. Here, when they say hit the popular rides or roller coasters, they mean go to a place. When you hit a place, you go to that place, probably not for very long, and also probably to do something very special. You'll hit the store to buy some snacks before you watch the movie. You'll hit the bank to use the ATM machine to get out some money, or you'll hit the post office because you need to buy some stamps or send a package to your grandmother. You're going there for a specific thing for a short time, but you're basically saying, I have to go to that place. I have to hit that place. And we have hit a break. We have come to a break in our dialogue. So let's take that break.
Yes.
We will get some cotton candy, please.
And some slushies.
And then some slushies, and then we'll get a stomach ache. And then we'll be back after the break.
Great idea. Which one do you want to ride first?
I want to ride Super ABC. It's really fast and has many loops and twists.
After that, can we go on the drop tower?
Of course.
Great. Let's hop on the monorail and go.
Okay, welcome back. We just had a quick break and now we're going to get back into all of this dialogue about an amusement park. So where we just left Penny and Archie, they were just getting into the park. They had their map. They had the X that said, here we are at this location.
Right, yep.
And now we have to figure out what are we going to do and where are we going to go. So, where are they going to go?
Good question. Well, I think Archie, who originally was like, well, let's just walk around, see what we can find and have fun. But Penny said, well, it's early, there's no crowds here, not many people. We should do the popular stuff first, the popular rides, so we don't have to wait in line. And now Archie hears Penny's plan. He thinks Penny is very, very smart. He says, great idea. He didn't think of that, but he heard what she said, heard her idea. He thinks it's a very good or great idea. So they will do that. Which one? He asks, do you want to ride first? Because, yeah, some people always want to ride the newest rides or the most famous rides, but other people might have a favorite ride. I don't know what they have at the amusement park in Montreal, Canada, where I'm from, but I think if I went there tomorrow, I would still go on the monster. I would still go on the big wooden roller coaster. It's my favorite. But other people might choose something else. So what will they choose? Where will they go?
Well, Penny starts by saying she wants to ride a certain roller coaster. So she says, I want to ride Super ABC. It's really fast and has many loops and twists.
Wow.
So we didn't see that she said roller coaster, but it's called the Super ABC.
Right.
That's the name.
Yeah.
It's got loops and twists. So most likely it is some kind of roller coaster, maybe one you sit or maybe one that you might hang from. Those are kind of scary.
Oh, yeah, those are scary.
Yes. Okay, so we have this word ride in the sentence. She wants to ride on this Super ABC. So this verb means to take a ride on that thing. So you're going to sit on it and it's going to move and you're going to go and go and go. So here we have a roller coaster, but you might ride a bike. You might ride in a car. You might ride on an airplane. You might ride on a horse.
Yep.
Yes. So all of these different things that you would sit on while they are moving, we might say that you can ride on them.
Yeah, and of course the idea also with riding is that you're not driving the car or flying the plane. You're in the back, you're a passenger. I think the only thing you would never ride is your feet.
Oh, yeah.
Although I could ride on your back while you carried me.
I could walk and yep.
But that would be very painful.
Might
But
be
yes,
tough.
anything else that's carrying you around or moving you around, you're riding. And in this case, it might be a roller coaster, and that was a good guess because Penny did say it had loops. When you kind of do that, you go up and do a big circle and end up going back the same way. And we also had a twist. Twist you could use as a verb when you twist something. You kind of turn it like that, like you twist a towel maybe to squeeze the water out, or you twist the top off your drink. But here it's a noun, and a twist is a shape that's kind of like a loop, but it also goes forward. So it's kind of like that. There's certain types of Italian pasta that twist. Or if you're using a screw or something, the shape on the little thing, it is a twist and it kind of goes into the wood that way. Or of course you might see an airplane that's kind of turning around itself as it flies forward. It's twisting around itself. And of course on a ride, that means your feet go where your head is and then back and it can make you feel sick, but it's very, very exciting. So Archie has an idea after they go to Penny's favorite roller coaster. He says, after that, the roller coaster, can we go on the drop tower? I did this once a few years ago. I got to the top and I said, I don't want to be here. But it was too late because basically you go up a very high tower and then you drop. So it's kind of like, I guess, jumping out of an airplane or something. But it's, you know, it's a machine, it's safe. but you still feel like you're gonna die.
Yeah, actually those are one of my favorite rides.
Really?
Although when I get to the top, I'm always like,
This is
wait,
a
do
bad
I like
idea.
this? And then I drop and then oh yeah, that's fun. And Penny says, of course, meaning of course we can go to the drop tower after we do this super ABC roller coaster.
There you go. Definitely 100% she will do that as well. Great, says Archie. So they have at least a plan for the next hour or so. Let's hop on the monorail and go, because these amusement parks can be very big, and some of them, and I think Disney World was
does,
one of the
yes.
first, they have a monorail, which is kind of like a train. It's above the ground. It runs on one rail. That's why we call it a monorail. And it's kind of like a train or a bus. It gets you around the park and saves your legs from walking and saves you time to go on more rides. And that's what we will be doing tomorrow. So please come back and join us. Hopefully Archie and Penny are still having a great time at the amusement park. And we will have a great time if you guys come and join us. So please do. We'll see you then. Until then, I'm practicing for the roller coaster.
Okay. That was very good.
Penny and Archie get a park map from the Information Center.
This X past the ticket booth and entrance marks our location.
Okay. Do you want to just walk around and have fun as we go along?
Not really. There isn't much of a crowd here yet, so we should hit the roller coasters right away.
Great idea. Which one do you want to ride first?
I want to ride Super ABC. It's really fast and has many loops and twists.
After that, can we go on the drop tower?
Of course.
Great. Let's hop on the monorail and go.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看这一课的重点单字。第一个 mark 动词，标记，做记号。I always mark my favorite parts in books with sticky notes. 我总是用便利贴在书本上标记我喜欢的部分。Sticky notes 就是便利贴。下一个单字 crowd 名词，人群。The boy couldn't find his mother in the crowd. 这个男孩在人群中找不到他的妈妈。第三个单字 hit 动词，到，去。它的三态是 hit. I'm going to hit the supermarket on the way home. 回家路上我会去一趟超市。最后一个单字 ride 动词，搭乘，游乐设施。它的三态是 ride, rode, ridden. I love to ride the roller coasters. 我喜欢玩云霄飞车。Roller coaster 就是云霄飞车。Ride 这个单字也可以当名词使用，指的就是游乐设施。我们来看看这个句子。The Ferris wheel is a popular ride at the fair. 摩天轮是园游会中受欢迎的游乐设施。接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 walk around 到处走走。我们来看看这个例句。I love to walk around the city and discover new places. 我喜欢到城市里四处走走，发现新地方。下一个文法 go along 继续进行，前行。我们来看看这个例句。The best way to explore the city is to just go along and see where the streets take you. 探索城市的最佳方式是随意走走，看看街道会带你到哪里。最后一个文法 There isn't much of a 加名词，什么东西还不太多，用来描述某事物的数量不多或程度不算高。我们来看看这个例句。There isn't much of a view from this hotel room. 这个饭店房间的景观不太好。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见，拜拜。
Wow, I'm definitely excited about this lesson because this is my favorite place and my favorite thing to do in Taiwan. Alishan. The Alishan Forest Railway is a definite for anybody who wants to see the beauty of Taiwan and especially Chiayi. So why don't we get in the train and whoop whoop, go up the mountain and learn more.
Alishan Forest Railway is a hotspot in both Chiayi City and Chiayi County. The railway has many stations along the way to Alishan. The railway was used for delivering logs. Now, many tourists come here to experience the ride. The railway here is different from other railways. During the ride, you will pass by Dulishan. You will find that the train runs up the mountain in spirals. This is because there is not enough space to build more rails. Besides, Z-shaped switchbacks are designed to reverse the direction of a train. With them, you can have a round trip on the same pair of rails. During the ride, you can see various plants and trees at different altitudes. Alishan Forest Railway is Taiwan's important asset. It is listed as a potential World Heritage Site.
I'm not kidding you when I say this. Alishan is one of the biggest reasons why I decided to stay and live in Taiwan. I make a trip up there once a year. And the highlight of the trip is always taking the train. To me, it's like being on an amusement park ride, but a nice, long, relaxing, and I don't feel like throwing up amusement park ride. So if you want to enjoy the beauty of Alishan, you definitely need to take the train. And I'll see you up there.